be some internal bleeding.
Sir, I need to listen to your heart.
Get the hell away from me!
While these images may be from a popular TV show, they portray a harsh reality in hospital emergency rooms.
She jumped off of the gurney. She came charging towards me, hit me in the chest, the clavicle, the neck, knocking me to the ground. And I stood back up, and my colleague was walking from the side, and he saw her go to swing for another blow. He grabbed me basically put his arm around my neck and my shoulder, pulled us to the ground. And if she had hit me, she would have knocked me unconscious. But she did manage to scratch his arm, breaking the skin, and she was hepatitis C positive.
December Strobel has been a registered nurse for nearly a decade. One could say that becoming a nurse was her destiny. Her grandmother and her mother, pictured here during her Air Force training, had been nurses. December grew up seeing nurses at work all around her.
I love my job. I love what I do. I love people. I love taking care of people. The difficult part happens when I go to do my job and I'm not safe, because I feel if I'm not safe, I can't keep my patients safe.
70% of nurses say they have suffered an attack while in the hospital.
Well, this is one of the incidents I happened to respond to.
Assemblymember Freddie Rodriguez has heard these stories before. He was an emergency medical technician for over 30 years before becoming a legislator.
Time and time again, I've heard of many incidents that have occurred with nurses, doctors, healthcare workers are being physically or verbally abused and attacked. So one day I was at my local hospital talking to my friends, and lo and behold, they told me about an incident that just occurred a week prior to my arrival there. And that really just hit home to me, because I already knew about these incidents, and so I need to do something about it.
Assemblymember Rodriguez has introduced Assembly Bill 172. The legislation would close a loophole in the way attacks on medical personnel are handled. AB 172 would increase the penalties for attacks committed against all healthcare workers within the ER. This would bring a level of consistency to the law and hopefully provide a safer working environment for those caring for our health. Under current law, an assault or battery against a doctor or nurse rendering emergency medical care outside of a hospital is a misdemeanor punishable with a fine of up to $2,000 or 1 year in jail or both. However, if the attack happens inside the hospital, it's considered a lower misdemeanor with a jail sentence of no more than 6 months. Studies say that currently 1 of 4 workers in emergency rooms feels unsafe at work.
I don't think nobody really looked at the issue, and nobody can really relate to those incidents that occur in the hospital setting like I do. I'm in the front lines every day with those individuals. I see it, but maybe other folks have never really thought about it. And yeah, if you ask anybody right now, they'll probably say, you know, that's crazy. That shouldn't be happening. That should be the same whether an incident occurs outside or inside of a hospital.
This report was produced by the Speaker's Office of Member Services.